Phishing attacks. It's my favorite. Phishing has been the most successful type of attacks to date, right? A simple definition of phishing is simply when an attacker is pretending to be someone else, sending you an email claiming to be from a trustworthy companies in order to induce you to reveal sensitive and confidential information. Like, I'm not sure if you guys have received those emails or have seen them. It's like, click here to get a free trip to the Bahamas, or click here to, Google has seen like suspicious activity on your network. Call this number so Google can help you. Those are phishing, and it's not true. As we see here, this is an example of a phishing. They try to trick the user to enter their credentials, like username and password. So what most likely happen when you click on that link, it will take you to a web page pretty similar to the one that you usually go to. Let's say if you were to log into trustedbank.com, that you should see. But once you enter those credentials, you won't see anything happen. Perhaps you're probably going to see a message that stated your credentials don't match what we have on file, something like that. You probably think, maybe my password is wrong. In fact, your password is correct. What happened is the hackers already get the credentials that they need. That's all they needed. They just trick you. You go to the web, enter those credentials, they steal them. Guess what's going to happen next? They're going to use the same credentials to log into the real website, your bank website, and start wiring money over or buying things online, whatever they need. And on top of that, they can even steal your sensitive data, like your first name, last name, date of birth, social security number, and address. Those are the only things you need to open credit cards, to open, let's say, to start a mortgage, whatever. So that means one simple click can damage your entire life. When I say damage, they can open 5 or 6 or 7 different credit cards on your name. That means you have more things to fight on top of restoring your data. So to go a little deeper into the phishing, hackers will surf the web, like social media profile, to find any information that they can find about you and your company. They will send you a very sophisticated email that will have a high success rate. Why is that? Because imagine that the hackers already know your favorite soccer team, already know that you went to the soccer game with your son, and they know that your son's birthday, they had nice pictures. So they can send you a nice picture, say, hey, I was on that soccer game, whatever. Click here. Those are the photos that I've taken with my, I've taken. So click here. In fact, you did go to that soccer game, right? You click on it, but you don't know on the back end, a malware is being downloaded, or file is being triggered. So that means now that you don't see anything, you're probably looking at the same pictures that you have posted online, but all the hackers need it just for you to just run that code on your computer. So that's why it's very, very important to be aware of what you are posting online. Because on social media, bad guys will maliciously use that information to target you. So what are the best practices to avoid phishing? The best remediation against phishing attacks is cybersecurity awareness training. Yes, you can implement some, let's say, some cybersecurity tools on every computer on your network, but the best remediation against phishing is cybersecurity awareness training. Cybersecurity tools will fail sometimes, and employees must be trained to be able to detect phishing email. There is also a misconception that I noticed from small businesses and sometimes medium-sized corporations also, that executives, they think cybersecurity training is for lower pay grade employees, which often leads to disaster because lower pay grade employees may not have the access to high sensitive and confidential data that the hackers want. They may want to use a lower pay grade employees to reach their main target, which is the CISO, the COO, or the CEO of a company. But hackers, sometimes they target those big corporate, they target those executives. Why do they target them? Because they target those executives because they know some of them, they don't really do the cybersecurity training, number one. Number two, their name, their profile means any other, I would say, company, any other employee will respond. So what they do after they compromise a CEO email address, they will, first thing hackers will do is go to the HR. They send an email to the HR, hey, send me all the files, with all employees with their first name, last name, social security number, salary, everything. So if that employee did not do their training to double check to say, hey, why my boss is asking me to send him that information? So imagine that the employee just obey because your CEO is asking you for that. He has to send them, right? So they send that file. In fact, the CEO never really asked for those. The fact that the CEO did not do their training, so they failed the phishing. So now the company get compromised. So this is why it's important to make sure that you do your training. Doesn't matter what size of your company, doesn't matter the size of the company, how big or small you are. The minute that you have an internet connection to your computer, you're receiving emails, you're doing business with companies, with customers, you need to make sure at least during the last I read, it's every 320 email you receive, there is a one phishing email. So that means during the day, if you conduct a lot of business, there's a chance that you have a phishing email sitting on your mailbox right now that you don't know about it.
Thanks for tuning in to this video. We at SCORE are here to support small businesses just like yours. To see another video, click on the one that shows in the corner of the screen. While you're at it, why not subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell so you know when we post more content. And if you'd like a mentor to help you start or grow your business, just click the link in the description.